I'm back, my friends. It's been a little bit, but I am back from vacation. I went out west, spent a night in Vegas, then went out to Utah. Whew, it was a wild time. We got lots to talk about. There's been a Copa final. There's been a Euro final. The Gold Cup has started. Messi still hasn't signed a contract. Is Griezmann leaving? Everything under the sun. We got a lot to catch up on. Like I said, we haven't been live since last Wednesday, so it's been 6 days. Let's go ahead and kick things off the right way, and then we'll start this party, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John. All right. Like I said, we're back. Puppies know we're back because they immediately started fighting. I swear, they know when I go live. There's something about the light coming on where they're just like, it's action time. Let's wrestle. Anyway, so I am back from my trip out west. Hey, guys. Off. Take this out there. Go. Anyway, it's what happens when you're a puppy dad, you guys. It's what happens when you're a puppy dad. Made a trip out west. Started out in Las Vegas, then went to Utah. Vegas was Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan in the MGM Arena. Amazing show. Best comedy show I've ever seen, and I've seen hundreds. All right, big comedians, small comedians, everything under the sun. I've been to the Comedy Store. I've been to the Cellar. I've seen world famous comedians. This was the best show I've ever seen. Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle, and surprise opener Tom Segura. I almost shit my pants. As soon as he came walking out, I was, that's Tom Segura! That's Tom Segura! That's Tom Segura! I went absolutely nuts. Cash, what's up, dude? How you been? So first, Tom Segura does his set. I was pissing my pants laughing. Donnell Rollins was also there. He was like the host for the night. Joe Rogan comes out and does his hour set. I had seen some of the bits before, but it was mostly new shit. And then Chappelle. Oh my God. Dave Chappelle did an hour. Okay, let me see if I can contextually explain this. So Dave Chappelle gets a lot of heat from the gay and trans community for some of the jokes he does. Because of that, Dave Chappelle spent an hour doing a set defending his artistic legacy. He was telling stories about why he told the jokes that he did, why he included the bits in the specials the way that he did and in the order that he did. I'm not gonna go into all the details because one, it won't do it justice, and two, I'm sure it will come out on a special eventually. But Dave Chappelle is a fucking artist. Oh my God. It wasn't even just amazing comedy. Like I said, he was defending his artistic legacy for an hour, and he did it with laughs. He made you think. Oh, it was everything that you want in comedy. It wasn't just set up punchline fart jokes. It was challenging. It was thought-provoking. It was hilarious. Could not give it more thumbs up. Dave Chappelle, Joe Rogan, with opener Tom Segura and Donnell Rollins as host. Holy shit. Amazing. Yes, went to the live show. 16,000 people in the MGM Arena out in Vegas. Ironically, I get out to Vegas and 4 rows in front of me and just a little off to the side is a guy that goes to my jiu-jitsu gym. We did not talk before. Neither one of us knew that we were both going to be in Vegas, but mind blown. I'm sitting here waiting for the show to start. I'm like, hey, I know that guy. I know him. So yeah, it was absolutely incredible. And that was just the start of it. After that show, we then the next day drove out to Utah to Bryce Canyon. For those of you that are not familiar with Bryce Canyon, I'll do like maybe a little wrap up video showing you guys some pictures. But Bryce Canyon might as well have been Mars. It's in the state of Utah, out west. And the landscape there, it's red rocks mixed with like white limestone, and you get some kind of mountain range, but it's mostly mesas with those plateaus at the top. Gorgeous. We went on like a 7-mile hike through Bryce Canyon. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Could not have been happier. Getting out of the house, getting away, and traveling for a few days was great. We'll talk a little bit more about how that's going to influence the channel here. I had a few thoughts while I was out there. The one disappointment, I'd say, there were two actually, and I'll tell you guys about this too. One disappointment was the lack of stars at night. So we went from Vegas out to Utah, like I said, big sky country, but it was cloudy nights both nights, and there's wildfires going on right now out west, so there was a haze in the air, so very few stars. That was one small disappointment, but that's not the focus. The other one, Ayush, how you doing, buddy? And nobody whatever. Hello. Good morning to you all. The other disappointment was getting out there. I'll go ahead and tell this story. It'll be story time here from Uncle John. So Wednesday night, our flight from Cincinnati to Vegas is supposed to take off at 7:30. We get to the airport at 6:30. Plenty of time. We get checked in. We get to the gate. And at 6:45, 15 minutes before boarding, they say the flight's delayed 30 minutes. They say the plane just came in. They got to do some routine maintenance. No big deal. 30-minute delay. We'll be on the plane. 45 minutes go by. Past when we were supposed to take off. So 15 minutes longer than this 30-minute delay. People started asking questions. What's going on here? They say, our apologies. It's going to be another hour delay. All right, what's going on? It's maintenance. Don't worry about it. Just routine maintenance. It was unexpected, though. So unexpected routine maintenance. Okay. All right. No big deal. We're getting a little bit anxious now because we now should have taken off an hour and 45 minutes ago. My buzz is wearing off. We should be in the air. We should be halfway to Vegas. And still very little communication from the airline, which was Frontier, by the way. Budget airline, cheap ticket. You get what you pay for sometimes. Hour and 45 minutes go by. We go, hey, guys, what is going on here? They said, we found an error with the plane. A warning light came on when the pilot was starting things up. So they got to go back and check that. It's not a big deal, though, everybody. Just a little bit more of a delay. 30 more minutes. 30 more minutes, we'll be up and running. All right. People are getting frustrated now. People are getting heated. People are starting to ask more questions. Another half hour goes by. We are now over the 2-hour mark. 2 hour, 15 minutes, 2.5 hours. And now people are getting upset. Now people are starting to push back. Hey, what is going on? There's a Frontier plane right there. Why don't we just get on that plane? That's just sitting there not being used. Oh, well, we can't because that requires 4 or 5 stewardesses, where this plane only requires 3 or 4. So we have to stay on this one. Okay. Another hour goes by. 3.5 hours. Now people are getting upset. Hey, what the hell is going on here? Why are we not on this plane? In fact, you tell us that there's maintenance and then there's something wrong, and now we're spending 3 hours fixing it, and you want us to get on that plane after we're spending all this time repairing it? That's what's going on right now? Is it nothing's going on with the plane? They start bringing out mechanics. They start bringing out the mechanics wearing their mechanic outfits covered in grease, going, guys, it's okay. There's no problems with the plane. It's all routine. There's nothing going on. No big deal. It's all fine. I start getting livid. I'm going up to the counter. There's three chicks there. All right. There's a big fat lady and then 2 young teenage girls. Tweedledee and Tweedle Dumbass, we'll call them. All right. So I'm coming up to the big fat lady who seems to be running the show, and I'm saying, what is going on? What is happening here? She said, well, I'm waiting on a call. Once it gets past the 3-hour mark, that's when Frontier can cancel the flight, give you a refund, or get you on another flight. I said, we are past the 3-hour mark, because at this point, it's 4 hours. We'll say 4 hours that we've been at the airport. I said, it's past the 3-hour mark. Give me my bag, give me my checked bag, and let me go home, because I was supposed to be on a plane already. There's no other flights tonight. There are flights in the morning, so let me go home, get some sleep, come back in the morning. They said, nope, we are not unloading any bags. I don't want to do that to my ramp. I said, to your ramp? The machine you use to load on the bags? That's what we're concerned about right now? You don't want to overwork your ramp? We've been sitting here in this terminal for over 4 hours. No food, no water, because all the vendors are closed because it was the last flight of the night and COVID. So most of the restaurants and everything never reopened because it's a smaller airport. So we're sitting there for hours on end with no information. And then shit starts getting real interesting, because the workers there, the employees, start giving the crowd attitude. They start saying over loudspeaker, all right, everybody, we're going to be boarding this plane in about 30 minutes. We're on, let's say, hour 5.5 now. All right. So it is, we got there at 6:30, 10:30, 11:30. We're approaching midnight. All right. I got there at 6:30 p.m. We're approaching midnight now. And they're saying to us on the intercom, all right, everybody, we are just received word. We're close to boarding this plane, but we're going to tell you that if anybody has a bad attitude getting on this plane, you will not be allowed to fly. And I just started going, boo, boo. My wife, of course, starts hitting me and covering my mouth like, you shut up. If you get us thrown off this flight, I swear to God, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing. I was already over. I was hip to the game. It was half an hour. Oh, an hour. Oh, a half an hour more. Oh, 1 hour more. Every time they said it, I said, guys, this is horseshit. We are not getting on this plane. It's not going to happen. Just cancel the flight, give me my bag, and let me go home. And they refused. They absolutely refused. So I started going hard at them. I started chewing them out. And to make it worse, they had a screen behind them that's a TV showing the flight times. And it would say boarding at 12:15 a.m. And then 12:15 would hit. 12:30 would hit. And they'd still have it up there saying 12:15. So I walked up. I said, will you turn off that goddamn screen telling us that we're going to take off sometime in the past? Because we haven't taken off yet. It's past 12:15. That says 12:15. I'm not in the air. Are you in the air? No, nobody's in the air right now. We're all still on the ground. You need to turn off that TV. Well, sir, we don't have control over that. We don't have any control. That's a TV. I guarantee you it has a power button. You push that button, it turns off. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have a power button. If I walk back there, that TV doesn't have a power button. That's what you're telling me right now. You're telling me that TV right there, that LG TV, that standard manufactured television doesn't have a power button on it? No, sir. No, it doesn't have a power button. We can't turn it off. Okay. All right. Give me my bag and let me go. Wasn't happening. They wouldn't give me my bag. Eventually, they call the police because it's about to be a riot. It is now 1 a.m. and we've been there for over 6 hours being told 30 more minutes, 1 more hour, 30 more minutes, 15 more minutes. We're going to board soon. I promise. Then this hotshot kid, all right, another employee who actually I found out works for the company. There's a whole separate company that is in charge of the wheelchairs at the airport. I don't know if you guys knew this shit, but the people who request a wheelchair and get pushed around, that's not even the airport that does that. That's a third-party company. So here's what's happening. As the ladies are behind the counter, right, making announcements, this flight will be delayed another 30 minutes. We appreciate your patience, blah, 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 blah. Fuck you guys, right? So as they're making that announcement, this hotshot wheelchair pusher sets up his phone to record the crowd's reaction when the flight gets announced that it's delayed one more time. I see this hotshot kid set up his phone. I see the announcement made. I walk right up. I look the kid in his eye. I go, hey, did you just record us on your phone making the reaction? He has the balls to say, oh, well, it's for training purposes, sir. I said, I work in training. I'm a training consultant. In no way, shape, or form do you ever use a cell phone video for training. You're going to take that and you're going to put it up on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. Be like, look how funny it is when we cancel these people's flights. Ha, 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 ha. I want your supervisor now. And he says, I am the supervisor. I say, that's adorable. Who signs your paycheck? I want to talk to that person. He says, well, I don't work for the airport. I said, I didn't ask you if you work for the airport. I don't give a shit who you work for. Who is that person? He said, well, I am the supervisor. I don't work for the airport. I said, listen, guy, you're not here volunteering your time. You're getting paid right now. So I want to talk to your supervisor. He said, no, one more time. So I grab his badge, take a picture of it. I go, gotcha, hotshot. So then I drop back, right? And he just turns white as a ghost. Another fucking hour goes by, right? They call the police at this point because the crowd is starting to get a little bit rowdy because these girls behind the counter are being fucking assholes. I'm getting heated now. These girls are being assholes. So they call the police in. Then, right, all the time, that kid that took the video comes back up to me and goes, hey, sir, I just wanted to apologize. You know, I didn't mean to upset anybody. You know, I know you guys want to get on your flight, and I really do wish that happens for you. I said, hey, guy, I don't care. I'm going to be talking to your supervisor tomorrow. What you did was wildly inappropriate. You were taking videos of people who are just trying to start their vacation or just trying to get home. You're being a complete asshole and you're on the job. Like, oh, sir, I'm just a kid, you know, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's fine. You should know better. Get out of here. Eventually, they canceled the flight. All right. And what happens in that case is Frontier sends everybody an email that says, hey, here's 4 options for you. 1 is get a refund. 2 is we'll get you on a different flight. 3 is whatever. So after 7 hours in the airport, we had to buy another flight on Delta this time the next morning. So we got home at 2 o'clock in the morning, had to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get back to the airport for an early flight. They could have canceled that flight at fucking 7:30 p.m. and I could have gone home and gotten a decent night's sleep and gone back in the morning. Instead, what happened is I was up the whole night. We lost one night in Vegas. We had an Airbnb Wednesday night, didn't get to stay in it. We got charged for Wednesday's car rental where we weren't driving the car. All of these things. So, fuck you, Frontier. Fuck you, Cincinnati Airport. On the way back, my wife had to pretty much drag me out of the airport because I was going to stay there and yell at those chicks because when our return flight landed and we're walking through the airport, 2 out of the 3 were at the same gate. And I just wanted to go up and tell them how miserable of a twat they both are. Because they just kept lying to us the entire time. They made it very personal. Anyway. All right. I didn't mean to go off on that rant like that. I apologize, everybody. But that's how the vacation started. 7 hours of being held hostage at the airport by Frontier. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, and like I said, I'll throw up some pictures on Instagram and stuff like that of the actual good parts of the vacation. Anyway, yes, story time with Uncle John. Thank you, Ayush. Oh shit, Ryan, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, Kyle. You know what though? It's okay. Funny story. For the other folks in the room. So while I'm traveling back, right, I was still out west Saturday and then traveling on Sunday. So I had recorded the Copa America final, the Euro final, and then Gold Cup and UFC. So I had all of these things recorded that I was trying to not spoil, and I had messaged most people who would spoil any of those things. I'd be like, hey, I'm traveling, don't spoil these. Kyle Cash was the one that I overlooked. The Barcelona connection, Messi, Argentina, Copa final. And then I messaged him about something completely different. And then he said, by the way, Messi, Copa final. So no blame goes to Kyle Cash for this. I did not do my due diligence of actually, putting out the message, don't spoil this for me. Either way, I still watched the match. Very happy. Could not be more excited for Lionel Messi. Finally, in his 10th chance, wins a major trophy for Argentina. Fantastic. We now get all the people who want to have the Ronaldo versus Messi debate. They are now even on... Hi, baby. Hi, sweetie pie. They are now even on international trophies. Ronaldo won the Euros. Messi won the Copa. I don't have those debates anymore. Those Messi versus Ronaldo debates. We don't do that here anymore. But very happy for Argentina. Di Maria looked fantastic. He might revitalize his career after this. I don't know if he's going to be staying at PSG. I don't know if there's a possibility if we keep clearing players out, maybe he comes to Barcelona. Are we a year or two late on Di Maria? Yes. He's over 30, but good God, he looked great. He really did. Ayush, what was the real reason for the flight cancel? So the word that we got was that the plane that we were supposed to get on was actually sitting there for 4 or 5 days, and several flights were canceled that were supposed to be on that plane. There was something wrong with it. We never got the details on the mechanics of it, but the reports were that plane was out of commission for several days, and that flight should have been canceled ahead of time. That's the word that we were getting. Why is Inter Milan jersey so fire than us? I don't know. I have not seen that. Maybe we'll take a look. Any more stories? Yes, there are certainly more stories. They'll come up. We're going to get caught up on everything here. Sankop, how you doing, my friend? Ramos to PSG? Yes. Guys, I think PSG are going to get Ronaldo. It's not heavily rumored right now, but it's not rumored, if that makes sense. I think Ronaldo to PSG is a match made in heaven. PSG, if you're looking at it, have all the talent in the world right now. They just brought in Ramos, who isn't a spring chicken anymore, but he brings that veteran leadership. He brings that championship mentality. He knows what it takes to get a team over the line. Same thing with Ronaldo. Even if Ronaldo is not a starter, let's say Mbappe, Di Maria, and Neymar are the front three, and Ronaldo plays every third match. Same argument for Ramos. Veteran, leadership, winning mentality. I think it makes too much sense for PSG to grab him. Yeah, nobody was confident getting on that plane, Austin. When they were like, we're going to board. Everyone was like, it's been 6 hours of you guys working on that plane. We're not getting on it. You can suck my whole dick. So anyway, and the whole time I'm lighting up Frontier, and it's CVG is the name of the airport, Cincinnati something or other. I was lighting up the airport and Frontier, and they're not helpful at all. Frontier is so shitty that they don't even have, and they have no possible way of connecting with a live human being on the phone. They don't have any avenue to do that. It's all machines, and it's because that whoever it is on the phone would just be getting yelled at all the time. Check the new Inter jersey. All right, we'll check it since everybody wants to see it. We'll go Inter Milan jersey. See what we got. What, with these squiggly stripes? Is that what we're talking about? Oh, these jerseys. Okay. Oh, shit. I don't love it, you guys. I don't love it, actually. It's not horrible. At first glance, I like it, but also, you guys know I like more of a classic kit, and that might be why I'm not in love with it. I mean, I don't know if I like the pixels of it. There's something about it I'm not in love with. I don't know. It's okay. It's probably better than ours, right? It's probably better than our home kit. Which, by the way, have we had our away kit confirmed yet? As far as I know, the away kit and the third kit still have not been on Barcelona's website. So I'm still waiting for confirmation. All signs are pointing to it being this purple kit. And I got to decide if I'm going purple kit or if I'm going home kit this year. I just don't know. I don't like the way it looks. I just don't know. And who would I get on the back too? Also, I might just not get one. I don't buy a jersey every year. It just so happened I needed to get the Serginho Dest one. All right, let's see. Get caught up on the chat here. Boom. Are you excited about next season? Barca, amazing squad. Bayern, amazing squad. PSG, blah, 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 blah. There are a lot of good teams out there, Ryan. Yes, I am excited. I'm excited for the season to start. I just want Barcelona to come back. Excited for Depay, mostly, I think, out of the signings. Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys caught, but in the Copa final, Emerson came on for Brazil playing left back. I did not know that he was able to play both sides. So if we have Serginho Dest and Emerson that can play both sides, and then we have Jordi Alba as the remaining left back, and as long as he's still here, Sergio Roberto would be our alternative right back, then I think Dest and Emerson start either side, and Jordi Alba will be rotated in, and Roberto will be rotated in. I don't think Jordi Alba is going to start at left back all year long. I don't see it happening. I hope so, Sankalp. I hope that for those people that want to have the Messi and Ronaldo debate, that trophy helps tilt things in Messi's favor. Ryan, how is that Inter jersey a classic? It's all pixelated and shit. Right on, Ayush. I'll see you in a bit. Ooh, Pedri. It's a good look. Here's the thing. I don't like to buy jerseys until the player is an established legend, until I know that whatever happens in the future, I can wear that jersey proudly. So Puyol, Ronaldinho back there, it doesn't matter what they do. They are club legends. I could always wear those jerseys. Same with Iniesta. Same with Messi. Same with Samuel Eto'o or Dani Alves. I don't have those last two. Those are regrets. Not having a Samuel Eto'o and not having a Dani Alves jersey, I definitely do regret. Might pick one up at some point. We'll see. But I like to make sure it's a club legend. So I could get a Sergi Busquets. My wife has a Gerard Piqué. I love that. I could get a Sergi Busquets. I don't have an official Leo. I have knockoff Leos. Braithwaite, get the hell out of here, Ayush. Oh, it's snakeskin. Okay, I get it. That makes a little bit more sense. UEFA are saying they want to bring back Euro winner versus Copa America winner. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know they did that. When did they used to do that? And when did that stop? I had no idea that was even a thing. What do you guys think of the Euro final, by the way? I think England really just sat back after that first goal. They should have been pushing forward. They should have maybe brought on an attacker or two earlier. Rashford, Sancho, they weren't brought on until the last minute so that they take penalties. But why not bring them on a little bit earlier in the match, if not at the beginning of extra time? I think once Italy tied it up, from that point on, Southgate was pretty much just playing for penalties. You could say it's bad luck, or you could just say it's England being England. They lose in penalties more than any other nation. I don't know if that's true statistically, but that's certainly the perception. Choke artists. Absolute choke artists. Oh, my stupid puppies. Oh, funny puppies. Funny puppies. Guys, look how long my hair's getting. Shit's wild. Shit's wild, you guys. You want me to just do the rest of the stream like this? How's that? So, guys, let's talk about my feelings on Barcelona. Well, I think that Lionel Messi needs to sign his new contract. What do you think? Should that be my new voice and my new hairstyle? I think that should be it. Yeah. England just historically losing penalties, man. Ayer says no. You guys don't like it? That wasn't fun for you guys? Oh, that's hilarious. $35 ramen. Absolutely. Oh, that's too much fun. Something no, I'll keep that as a surprise. I'm gonna do, there's a couple videos I want to get done before the start of the season, which we're about a month away. August 15th is kicking things off in La Liga. We do have some friendlies and I think Super Copa before that, if I'm not mistaken. But we got about a month. I want to do how will Barcelona line up in 2022, but I've been waiting to see if we sign anybody else because I don't want that video to immediately go be outdated, Yeah, Levi's typically here. He's in where's Levi? I think Levi's in Northern Ireland. Or am I making that? I always get it wrong. Levi's either in Northern Ireland or in Texas, one of the two. But he's typically here for the early ones, not so much the later ones. When I did the hot ones, it was 6 a.m., so you couldn't join. Yeah, as the channel grows, I'm going to be doing stuff at different times, of course, because this channel is international, worldwide, baby. So we got to give a little something for everybody. We all have Wake Up and Barca. Listen, down the line, in the future, this channel will have at least 2 Wake Up and Barcas, a 7 a.m. and a 10 a.m., maybe a third in the afternoon, just to catch every wave of people waking up. We'll do pre-match. We'll do the live stream. There'll be reaction videos. They'll do post-match analysis, breaking news. When this channel's hitting its stride and running at all cylinders. That's what it's gonna look like. Texas or Ireland, yeah. We should get Lo Celso or Paredes. I'll tell you what, Lo Celso actually really impressed me. I was a little bit surprised to see how well he was able to maintain possession through the midfield, particularly with his physicality. I knew that he had good ball control, but he played a little bit more physical than I thought. And that was a tough match against Brazil in particular. So I would not be upset if Lo Celso came over. Paredes, not as much. He's more of a Vidal or a Paulinho type player, which they have their role. Actually, now that I think about it, we do need a defensive mid. Paredes is kind of dirty, though. That's the only thing. He's the type of guy that if he's on your club, you like it, but when you're playing up against it, you don't like to see that. So I don't know. Ayush, is that like a cool thing in India to have an American uncle? I'll go back and look at that maybe later tonight. Aguero's live after the Copa win. I was just very happy for Messi to get that monkey off his back, to no longer have the pressure of the goose egg. They won. He won some trophies for the U19s, but as far as the international top senior squad, had not won anything yet. All right, let's see what comes up in the news. Well, hang on. Before we do that, let's talk about Griezmann. I think Griezmann is probably the last thing we can talk about off the top of my head here. Oh, it's cool to have a relative from abroad. Okay, right on. Well, yeah, you got your Uncle John right here, bro. So Griezmann. I heard some analysts sharing some stats on his wages. Did you guys know? Right, I've been complaining about how much Griezmann makes because it's twice as much as Frankie de Jong, which is the third highest paid player. But did you guys know, contextually, Griezmann gets paid twice as much as Kevin De Bruyne and Paul Pogba, and he gets paid 3 times as much as Harry Kane. Let me say that again. Antoine Griezmann makes twice as much as Kevin De Bruyne. Antoine Griezmann makes twice as much as Paul Pogba. Antoine Griezmann makes 3 times as much as Harry Kane. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I'm sorry for all the Griezmann lovers out there. I'm not a Griezmann hater by any means. But twice as much as Kevin De Bruyne. Are you shitting me? Griezmann can either take a massive pay cut or get him to PSG, get him back to Atletico, get him to Juventus, get him anywhere off of our books. I don't care if he goes for free at this point. I am so salty at the fact that we offered Griezmann a contract that gave him twice as much as Kevin De Bruyne, twice as much as Paul Pogba, twice as much, 3 times as much as Harry Kane. Are you nuts? Who signed that? Who signed that? Shoot them in the face. Twice as much. And now we're doing a fire sale because we don't have the funds. We don't have the wiggle room in our salary cap to sign Lionel Messi's new contract. How slow are you to be paying Griezmann that much money? Twice as much, more than twice as much as Frankie de Jong on our own club. What is going on? Who drafted that contract? Ugh. So, for those reasons, Griezmann is all but gone. You can either take a massive pay cut, I'm talking 50% or more, or Griezmann has to go. Has to go. If he played up to his potential, is he worth that money? Maybe. But he did not come close. Not even close to his potential playing for the Blaugrana. So for those reasons, you have to go. You have to go. Take a 50% pay cut or more, or you have to go. Whew. My goodness. My goodness. Anyway, Alemu, how we doing? I need to catch up on that, because am I right that they're trying to get him to sign a contract and he's not going for it? So maybe that's where we can get started. Grizzy Saul swap is on the table. I would take that. I would take that swap right now. Honestly, I would. We need a box-to-box midfielder, and we need a defensive midfielder. Saul will give us that box-to-box, open things up a little bit for us. I don't think he'll start. I think it's going to be Pedri, De Jong, and Busquets at the start of the season, unless we get a defensive mid. Got to get rid of their wages. All right, let's see what's going on. We'll do Elias Moriba news and see what's popping. Dogs are wrestling beneath my legs right now. It's so goddamn annoying. Real Madrid consider no. I don't want that. Elias Moriba starts preseason with Barca B. That's probably fitting. He showed some signs of potential, but he's a defensive liability at best. Okay, I'm glad that he's going to Barca B. Preseason Barca B says Moriba has undergone a medical and fitness. He will join Barcelona B, blah, blah, blah. Manchester United submitted an offer for Elias Moriba. Man United bid $20 million for promising. All right, we'll go. Let's see. Who do we trust? Do we trust the hard tackle? It's also on Atletico Madrid radar. Barca prepared to sell contract Rebel. Okay. All right, so let's see where the drama starts. We'll start with Marca here. No, I don't want to register. Never mind. We're not going to start with you. We'll go to the hard tackle. Real Madrid are keeping a close eye on the situation. View signing, blah, 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 blah. It'll be a free transfer next year if he doesn't sign a new contract. Product of Barcelona Youth Academy. Regarded as a big product. HL midfielders breakthrough season, blah, blah. I wouldn't call it a breakthrough season. Yeah, breakthrough as in he got to the senior squad, but aside from that one goal, what did he really do? However, heading into the new season, Moriba finds himself staring at an uncertain future. 18-year-old entered the final year of his contract. The Catalan Giants talks over new year have not gone smoothly. Clubs not meeting the youngster's demands, resulting in him not putting pen to paper. Barcelona have removed Moriba from the first team training and sent him back to Barcelona B. And the situation has led to a lot of interest from other clubs. Atletico, Manchester United have already put in bids. Now it seems Real Madrid have entered the fray. As per blah, blah, blah. Keeping a close eye. And the report goes on to add, if several genuine interest from Moriba's, blah, 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 blah. Trying to see if there's anything worth note here. I mean, if he went to Real Madrid, that would certainly reignite the rivalry with Los Blancos. He's going to play in the Olympics for Spain. That's cool. Pedri probably does need a rest, but also he's 19. You know, keep that in mind. So I would like to see him take the Olympics off. Pedri, I mean, I would like to see Pedri take the Olympics off. Because probably by like December, January is when you start to see those tired legs if it's going to happen. So I don't know. Here's the thing. Moriba, young kid, maybe isn't, thinking about the team right now. He needs to go ahead and sign a new contract and then earn a better one. Sign like a 2-year contract, show some growth, come into some of that potential, and then we'll talk about paying you like one of the big boys. Okay? I think Moriba needs to chill out, needs to understand where the club is financially right now and where he is in his development. And maybe we loan him out for a little bit, something like that. Because right now, I don't think Moriba starts for us. I don't think he's strong enough on the ball yet. I think he's a defensive liability. And his decision-making was pretty poor. He's got a lot of room for growth. So for him to sit here and be like, oh, I want more money. I deserve a better contract. No, you don't. No, you don't, bro. Sign what we offer you and be thankful that you're playing for the Blaugrana. Busquets possibly to MLS next year or the year after, according to Romano. I believe that. I definitely believe that. I think you're going to see a flood of players coming to MLS here soon. And I think The other thing is that transfers are going to be going wild now. Now that the Euros and Copa are done, not this week, but next week. Because all the players right now, they're going to go on vacation this week. And then next week when they return, you're going to see pen to paper, my friends. So I think next week is when we're going to see Messi sign. I think Barcelona will have one more signing. One more, maybe. I really hope it's a defensive mid. We'll see what happens. When did I start? 40 minutes ago. Holiday was good. Holiday was very good. To talk about that a little bit. So I know I have not been doing much. Oh, stretch my knees out. I have not been doing much on the channel since the Barcelona regular season ended. And that's been intentional because this is extra time and effort that I put in on top of my day job, on top of, taking care of the dogs and trying to be a good husband and all of these things, right? So around February, I made the commitment to keep up with the consistency. And towards the end of the season, honestly, it was just like, man, I'm doing a lot. I started doing the Wake Up and Barcas, started doing more clips, that kind of stuff. And when I got to the end of the season and all of these tournaments started popping up, like the Euros and the Copa, and it was time to schedule them, I was like, I actually need a break. I don't know if I can keep up 12 months out of the year producing what I was producing from February to May there. So I've been taking a little bit of downtime. I appreciate everybody still coming and hanging out for the Wake Up and Barcas. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do moving forward, is take summers to be a little bit more light in terms of producing content. Because at the end of the day, this isn't my livelihood. I'm growing the community to bring people in, to have connections, to have good conversation. It's really not about money at the end of the day. So I'm very happy with the growth of the channel. I'm very happy with where we're headed. I'm extremely happy with folks that are joining the community. I can legitimately say that I think I've made some friends through this channel. I really can. So with that said, for now, I'm going to be doing, like I said, a little bit light in the summers because I need a break. I need to refresh, and I think it's going to keep me with the mindset that I need to keep growing this channel, to keep being creative, to keep having fun with it, right? I don't want to turn this into a chore. Then I'm not fun to hang out with. You guys aren't enjoying it. So it is what it is. Come August 15th, when Barcelona picks back up, we're going whole hog with it. We're going to keep up Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Wake Up in Barca. We're going to do pregame shows. We're going to do live matches, of course, with the chat going. We'll do the reaction videos, and then we'll throw in post-match too. So during Barcelona season, heavy content. When Barcelona takes a break, I'll take a little bit of break, but it'll never be dead on the channel. We'll always do Wake Up in Barca and some other stuff, some random pop-ups, of course. Yes, I'm very happy with all my nephews in the channel. Uncle John is here for you. I'm glad you guys have joined the community. I'm glad we get to hang out. You guys ask great questions. Of course, we get the trolls in here sometimes, but, we deal with those as they come. Kyle Cash asking about the Griezmann-Saul swap. I'd take it. I would take it at this point with Depay coming in, with Aguero coming in, with Ansu Fati coming back from injury. I think that the swap for Griezmann and Saul makes sense. I don't know what Saul makes in terms of a salary, but I can guarantee you it's not twice as much as Kevin De Bruyne. I can guarantee you it's not twice as much as Paul Pogba. I can guarantee you it's not 3 times as much as Harry Kane. So just to move Griezmann off the books, we'll take it. Bonus, we get a midfielder. Saul's really box to box, which is something that we need. He's not as clever on the ball as a Wijnaldum, who we were looking at earlier. But like I said, we need that box to box midfielder, and I think Saul would fit the bill. So for getting Griezmann off the wage books, for bringing in a box to box midfielder who knows La Liga, who's established internationally, we could do a lot worse than Saul. So for those reasons, I think that's a go for Barcelona. If we have the option to make that a done deal, let's make it happen. Let's move on. I know all the Griezmann fans out there will be disappointed. Like I said earlier, I am not a Griezmann hater. I wouldn't call myself a Griezmann lover. I would say that I am indifferent at this point. And when you look at it from a practical standpoint, we got to get him off the books. We got to get him off the books. He gets paid twice as much as our third highest paid payer, Frankie de Jong. More than. Griezmann makes like $45 million a year. I think Frankie de Jong makes 20. That can't be. It just can't be. Whoever made that decision to offer Griezmann the contract If you weren't already fired, you should be fired. You should never be around Barcelona ever again. You're a disgrace to the club. So yes, I would accept Saul for Griezmann in a swap. Still on cloud 9 after the Copa win. I'm very happy for Lionel Messi in Argentina. Absolutely. Cruz retired internationally. That's about time. I was shocked that Busquets made it through another tournament. Rodrigo de Paul would have been a good one to steal, 100%. Alenia to Getafe. I'm a little bit bummed about that. Alenia and Rafinha were two that I was hoping would work out at Barcelona, but Rafinha ended up going to who was it? PSG, and then Alenia, all likelihood, looking like he's going to Getafe. Yeah, DePaul to Atletico, I believe, is a done deal. I don't know if he's signed, but pretty much that's good to go. Bartomeu, yeah. Well, anyone else that was involved in the signing too. I know Bartomeu was president at the time, but he's not the only one involved in signings. You know what I mean? There's other people that have to forecast the finances and all of those things. Buyback option for which one? Rafinha or Getafe? Not Getafe, Alenia, sorry, who might be going to Getafe. Let's do a quick, let's just see if anything else pops up if we do Barcelona news. I gotta say, I do feel refreshed after that vacation. It's nice, and I'm continuing my vacation into a staycation. Got back Sunday night, but I took Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off of work. Pjanic fucking better leave. Pjanic better leave, dude. Holy shit. Get him out of here. All right. Laporta talks Messi contract, new Barca B signings, yada, yada, yada. We did sign, it was a young Turkish guy, I think. I forget what his name is. Young, promising guy, but he's going to be on Barca B. Griezmann willing to leave Camp Nou on one condition. Ooh, what's that one condition? Not clear. If he is deemed surplus to requirements by Koeman at Camp Nou, President Laporta. France International is one candidate considered by Laporta and desperately trying to find a solution to sign Messi. All right, let's see. According to someone, Griezmann has come to accept the club's position, but only if he is sold to a competitive club. There's the one thing. That's fine. We'll find a competitive club for you. PSG, I think, would be a great fit. A great fit at this point. Swap deal for Saul has been mentioned. Yada, yada. Griezmann is still on holiday after the Euro. Like I said, everyone takes a holiday after the Euros and the Copa. So I think not this week, but next week is when you're going to see all of these things floating around. We're going to get people actually sign contracts. Will be have dried ink on them. Griezmann in Man United does not make sense anymore. Thank you, Vipula. Demir, that's who I was thinking of. Griezmann in Man United doesn't make sense. They just brought in Sancho, and they re-signed Cavani. So they're good up top. Firpo to Leeds, I believe, is a done deal. I think he was not like presented in the stadium yet, but I think they did the announcement. He signed his contract. So Firpo is gone. I mentioned earlier, Emerson in the Copa final was playing left back for Brazil. I think that's something to keep in the back of our minds, that Dest and Emerson can both play left and right. Let's see what else we got. Messi's dreaming of a 7th Ballon d'Or. Listen, now that Messi won Copa, if Messi has another even domestic double, if we can win La Liga and Copa del Rey, throw that on top of his Copa America trophy, if we do a decent run in Champions League, Messi could get another Ballon d'Or. That is a strong possibility now. Messi to stay with Barca after La Liga approve registration. Let's go. Now we just got to clear some salary space. Whoops. Barca don't want to sell Griezmann to Atletico. This is from the Barca Blaugranes, which I don't like these guys, but whatever. Barcelona board reportedly learned their lesson from last year and don't wish to sell Antoine Griezmann to Atletico Madrid. This was, of course, referencing Luis Suarez, who we sold to Atletico Madrid for pennies. And then Luis Suarez carried them onto the La Liga title, including scoring the match-winning goal to seal the deal. Yada, yada, yada. Barcelona will likely continue to work to sell Griezmann to Serie A or Premier League clubs so that they don't have to face them in a Champions League fixture. Interesting. Griezmann is said to prefer a move back to the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium, but it's still unclear where he'll end up if he does go. We just got to get him off the books, you guys. We just got to get him off the books. That's really it. That's all we got to do. Just got to get him off the books. Ay, 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 ay. All right. My friends, it was good to get back. It was good to catch up with you all. I appreciate you coming in for this late and unscheduled Wake Up in Barca. I got to get caught up on some things around the channel. So what I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be scheduling the Wake Up in Barcas. We got one tomorrow morning. We'll be here. This is a Tuesday, so this was impromptu. So this one doesn't count. We'll do Wednesday and Friday this week. Gold Cup, USA plays, I don't know when, Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not going to promise I'm going to live stream. I might. It depends on the time. I think it's a 9:30 p.m. match, which means I got to stay up till close to midnight. Don't know if that'll happen or not, so I'm not going to promise. But we will be here for Wake Up in Barca tomorrow morning and Friday. Like I said, I appreciate y'all still interacting with me, coming and hanging out while we're not doing a whole lot of live streams. But we'll be here tomorrow morning, my friends. So Kyle, Ayush, Vipula, Ryan, who else? Sankalp, of course. Alemu, thanks for coming in. Austin D. If I'm missing anybody, I apologize. But thank you all very, very much for hanging out. No problems, Ayush. You got to focus on what you got to focus on, my man. Yes, indeed. All right. I'm going to get out of here, friends. It was good catching up. Lots more to come on the channel. If this is your first time, make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss any surprise streams. And very much looking forward to the start of Barcelona's season in about a month. All right. See you, friends. Thanks for tuning in and taking a ride. We'll see you next time.